Well, when the best is the standard at Ohio State, you try to live up to that. And obviously, when you you're chasing these right here. I might actually. Can I get up and show the camera?
Well, and they when they lost to us last year, they can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So say like down the line,
Hmm.
Michigan, Ohio State, and I'm playing,
Yeah.
and say it's in Ann Arbor.
Okay.
One, would you go to the game? And two, are you wearing maize and blue?
Okay. This is a pretty easy question to answer. And welcome into another episode of Offscript, and it's finally here, Rivalry Week. These two helmets together, ain't nothing like it, in my opinion. But before I get into the video today, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot, so I appreciate you guys. But in this video today, we will be interviewing the fourth Herbstreit brother, Michigan's finest, Chase Herbstreit. Let's get into the video. And here he is, the kid, Chase Herbstreit, the fourth and final Herbstreit brother. Che, thanks for joining the show. I know it's a long time coming, so thanks for being here.
Appreciate you having me. It's time. Let's go.
It is time, exactly. As you can see, we got the helmets lined up here. Growing up, Che, and I've known you a long time, obviously. We're brothers. And actually, before I even get into it, I kind of want to address the lore between us here. So, if for those who don't know, my name is Zak Herbstreit. I played at Ohio State for the past 4 years. Went 0-4 against Michigan. So I have a little, some hate towards this team, definitely. And Chase, you right now, had a really successful high school career, grew up an Ohio State fan, and then end up kind of in Michigan. It's kind of everyone I've talked to, they're like, how could you let your brother go there? Can you kind of just, what's the story? 'Cause, I mean, I know the story, but for the people that are watching this, what's the story behind the recruitment? Because I know early on there was some talks, like you were talking like Penn State, Notre Dame, UNC, and then you were like, oh, maybe Michigan. And I was like, really? Maybe, like Michigan? And then lo and behold, down the line, it actually ends up happening. So just tell the story here, Chad. Walk us through it.
Yeah. So like you said, growing up, obviously, like we were all Ohio State fans. Um, but I'd say like once you start to get into high school and you get into that recruiting process, your fandom and that like love that you always have kind of like starts to fade away a little bit. That other schools are kind of recruiting you, and like you're keeping your options open. It's not like I would have told you like freshman year. I think there's some interview where I'm like Ohio State's the only option. Like I'm
Yeah,
quoted saying that,
I remember
but
seeing
that's
that.
like
Yeah.
I still had that like I have to go there. But then like once you get older, like you mature and realize that like it might not happen. And Michigan was always a school. I'd say like my sophomore year that they were starting to recruit me a little bit. And yeah, I was actually with Dad. Uh, this was like 2 days before the SEC championship. He's doing meetings. I'm like, this is like in a suite in Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah.
They're doing it with like Kirby and Sark. And I'm like off to the side. And I get a call from this coach from Michigan. And it was a Friday, which like they're the early signing period is from Wednesday to Friday. So like you had that Friday night at midnight to sign. And so they called me. They're like, "Hey, we have an offer for you. If you want to do it, like you got to take it now and sign by the end of the day." And so obviously I took it, and I couldn't be happier where I am right now. Like I'm loving every day. I feel like I'm really improving and just excited for the future.
Yeah, that's good, Jay. And I got to come out and say this now. I'm proud of you. I know mom, dad, Jake, Ty are all proud of you too. I know it's not the ideal destination that I wanted you to go to, but basically any other school. But, I'm joking on that. But we are all proud of you, and the fact that you've been working so hard for this goal and for this and to end up, actually happening. It's a dream come true for you. So it's great to see that.
Hmm.
And I'm just proud of you. But moving on here, like you said, you were an Ohio State fan, and probably I'd argue you were probably the biggest Ohio State fan out of all of us. Like when Jake and Ty were at Clemson and Clemson beat Ohio State in I think it was the Fiesta Bowl, like tears streaming down your face, even though Jake and Ty were on the team. I won't throw the picture up, but there's picture evidence of that. But what's it going to be like for you mentally, kind of going into the game on the other side here? Like, have you kind of thought about that a little bit?
Yeah, it's going back to what you said. I would say the reason I was probably like the biggest, um, I'd say in that like time period where you're a kid, I was the only one who really like lived in Tennessee during that like kid phase. So everyone in Tennessee is SEC. You got Bama, Auburn, Tennessee. They're all Ole Miss fans. Like that's and you hear that every day at school. So that like love for Ohio State and almost like no one else liked Ohio State, so it kind of like just made me love it even more. But going into this game, like you treat it like any other game for me, but I couldn't be looking forward to it more. Like there's no more love or passion for Ohio State for me. Um, that kind of died when they didn't recruit me and Michigan did. So I do not have any, love for them anymore. I have that killer mentality, and we're looking to go improve it Saturday.
That's good, man. That's good. So this game does, you'd say, mean a lot to you, maybe a little bit more
hmm
than other games. So what is that? What is that? How does that go into preparation for this game for you? Are you gonna, you know, imitate Julian Sand just a little bit better this week?
Yeah, I remember Coach Moore was telling us yesterday, if he's walking by meeting rooms and people aren't in there, something's wrong. Uh, so, you want to treat every game the same, but obviously there's going to be a higher level of expectation and more like locked in focus for this game. And so I'm trying to treat it the same, but I'm definitely like you can tell when you're in meetings or even like our walkthrough yesterday, people were a little more locked in.
And going off that, what's the morale like in the building, Chad? Because at Ohio State, it was like a 365 day, like there's a clock up, there's highlights of past games playing. There's like an entire wall dedicated to this game just because. And even in the weight room, there's a clock. You do Team Up North abs to this, and that's basically just like however amount of days are to the game, that's how many reps you do. So in the winter, you're doing like 300 sets of abs. So what's the morale like for you guys? I don't know anything about Michigan and what that you guys do. I know you guys aren't allowed to drink red Gatorade or something stupid like that. I don't even know. Not stupid, but I don't know. But just yeah, what's it like in the building?
Yeah, like in the weight room or really all over the facility, there's a sign like on the TV that says, "What are you doing to beat Ohio State today?" So that's an everyday process. Every single day in the year, you're thinking about this game, looking forward to this game, and we're ready. We're excited. A lot of people doubting us, but we're looking to prove those people wrong. And it's just an exciting time. Like it doesn't get any better than this. It's Thanksgiving. That means the game's happening on Saturday. It's a great time.
I agree, and I think the Thanksgiving now is going to be a little bit awkward when we're sitting on either end of the table. We're just going to be looking at each other, foaming at the mouth now. But what do you think, Che? What's it going to take to win this game? Obviously, Ohio State, number one team in the country, has a really good offense, probably the best defense statistically in the entire college football realm right now. What do you think's going to take to get the Wolverines over the hump in this game?
Yeah, we just need to play our game. Like, don't really focus on what they're doing. Obviously, they're a great team, like you said, but if we execute on a level that we know we can and just play like we can, we're gonna win this game. That's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, like we're just trying to compete. We're gonna compete and just worry about ourselves and execute, and everything else will take care of itself.
I agree. Well, may the best man win. That's all I got to say. And my last thing here, and this is obviously subjective, obviously. Um,
Obviously.
who do you think has the wilder fan base here? Because I've been to Ann Arbor as an Ohio State player, and you look left, you look right, they're just giving you the bird, just left and right, and you're just like, dang, like, hey man, I'm a human. And then obviously on the other side, Ohio State fans, they get a little nasty too. So right now, I'd probably say, like, if I'm being completely honest right now, I think the fandom craziness would probably lean towards Ohio State, just because after we did lose to Michigan the past 4 years, and especially this past year, I was like, oh my, like lordy, like these guys are gonna come for our throats right now. And then you start winning, and then they're like, we're back on. But I think I'm leaning towards Ohio State right now, just fandom wise, being a little bit crazier. I want your thoughts here, Che.
Yeah, it's hands down Ohio State. It's not really close for me. I mean, for me, like when I committed, really got a big taste of it. Obviously, Dad gets a taste of it all the time. I remember like being at Ohio State games, and I think it was some game in 2022 when the CJ Stroud was playing. It might have been Oregon. Um, he like threw a pick or something, and like he like this is like his first or like second start in his career,
Yeah.
and they're like calling for his head, saying he's terrible, like get the next man ready. So, I mean that's at big programs, like you got to expect that. But I think Ohio State takes it to a level where it's a little unnecessary.
You know, when the best is the standard at Ohio State, you know, you try to live up to that. And obviously, you know, when you get it, you're chasing these right here. I might actually, can I get up and show the camera?
Well, and they when they lost to us last year, they kind of abandoned the team in Tennessee, didn't they?
What do you say, Che?
I said when you guys lost to us last year, and then the next home game against Tennessee, it was an orange takeover. I know you guys killed them, but
I don't remember that actually. I just remember they were calling it
there's a
Neyland
lot
North.
of.
And
I mean, I was there. I was there.
oh, you were there?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, and I remember hearing the Rocky Top chants pre-game, obviously.
Hmm.
Because I mean, it was a blowout.
It was. What was it? 42. I couldn't remember. I just remember winning.
But you guys, you're welcome for the boost.
But Che, I just want to wish you all the best here, and I can't stress this enough for Ohio State fans, for Michigan fans. I support you throughout the entire season, but once this game comes up, you know where my allegiance lies here. And when you start playing, maybe it'll change, but right now, you know where I am. But I do want to wish you guys the best of luck. I want you guys to give us, you know, a great game. This is one of the best rivalry in all of college football. So, Che, I appreciate you making time for me. All of sports, yes. I appreciate you making time for me, making time for the show. We love you, man. We'll see you soon.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So say like down the line, Michigan, Ohio State, I'm playing,
Yeah.
and say it's in Ann Arbor.
Okay.
One, would you go to the game? And two, are you wearing maize and blue?
Okay. This is a pretty easy question to answer. First off, I'm going to go to the game. Yeah, absolutely. And two, obviously, I'm media now, so I can't be biased at all. I can't wear anything too flashy. But Che, I'm kidding. I don't know. I probably, you will never probably catch me wearing maize and blue. I might wear navy, and that could be it. But I'm never wearing this ever.
That's enough. That's enough.
Navy, but like navy's like my color.
Who would you root for?
If you're playing, see, that's an issue. Because
That's the question.
that's the question. Because Che, I want you to do well. It's one of those where like I feel like I want you to play one of the best games you ever played in your life, but also like maybe take into overtime and like lose by like accidentally not getting a 2-point conversion.
Special teams fumble.
Yeah, or something like that. Not being your fault. Like you play really well, and then they're still like, maybe we should give this kid the Heisman still. I don't know. But yeah, Che, we love you. Appreciate you coming on. Go get to class. We'll see you soon.
Yep. I appreciate you having me. See you Friday.
All right, I'll see you.